So hey, we did the thing. Now just add seeds. I'm gonna make a box. I'm gonna pull out the tuuphra that I have. So what's 14 times 5? Got 70 in use. And then it's 154 times 5 for 770. So 700, and I have 730, so that means I have 30 that can be used to kick everything into gear. So, ta-da! There's our initial supply of seeds. Hello, Ave! Welcome. We're about 11 minutes from our halfway mark from the for the break. I have just gotten tuuphra moving. And the first line of tuuphra exists and is moving. That is what I have gotten done. I have planned out my build ultimately. There's going to be 11 lines of 14 tuuphra buildings. But for this moment in time, I think I'm good. This is the tuuphra out. So once the cycle goes, and the tuuphra goes here, it'll come up, and then more seeds will be made, and yeah, we don't have to add any more stuff, and I should have exactly as many modules as I need to finish the rest of this build. Yay! I should have what I need. It's glorious. Now, same thing, just mirrored. Except for those. Yeah, that works. And then here, it's there. Water, water. Power, power. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun copying this whole thing 5 times. Plus 1. Do I plan to do some sort of a Crastorio a Crastorio playthrough in future? I don't know at this point. I simply do not know. This is going to take a while, and we shall see what is available once I get through this playthrough. Oh boy, because there is a lot of work. A lot of work still left in this. And to be honest, I don't know if anyone would watch if I did another mod pack. If I streamed another mod pack / overhaul. Because I know there are some people who watch for Planetons content rather than generic stuff. Because I actually started streaming with Bob's Angels. Did you know that? I started actually with Bob's Angels. And it was only later, about I actually forget exactly when I started the Pynodon's playthrough, but it was only after I started the Pynodon's playthrough and finished. I played both together, but then I very soon finished the Angels playthrough and just started doing the Pi playthrough. And that's when the majority of people started watching, was during Pynodon's content, not that Angels playthrough. It's a very bad Angels playthrough, to be completely honest, and this is off. So I have to undo literally everything that I just did. Because it was off by one. I need to make sure that the top stuff aligns. I'm sure that now, after having a lot more experience with the Pi Suite, I could actually play Angels a little bit better than previously. I know more now than I did then, especially with fluid stuff shenanigans. Especially the fluid shenanigans. I know a little bit more about that than I used to. But yeah, April 29th. April 29th is officially 1 year of consistent streaming on Twitch. Can you believe it? It'll be 1 year of regularly scheduled streams. Did not miss a scheduled stream over the course of the full year. That'll be an interesting milestone. Once that happens, of course, the 29th is not a regularly scheduled stream day. So, the, I guess, quote-unquote celebration of the 1 year will be the day after that, the 30th. See, this is where things are a little off, aren't they? No, I'm just confusing myself. That's what I'm doing. I am confruzzling myself. So yeah, that. That. Oh boy. So have I mentioned that I really don't like that you cannot ghost splitters and undergrounds over existing lines? I think I've mentioned this previously. But it is true nonetheless, and I hate it a lot. Yeah, and then this shenaniganry for that. And there. It's shenaniganry. Absolute shenaniganry. Maybe I should actually include all the main bus in my copy pasting. I think that would be more ideal, actually. My little bus here that I have to feed my tuuphra. Hmm. And hey, it's moving, so I did something right, I think. It's all sorta moving. Why are you not getting enough stuffs? That doesn't make sense. Need another stack of those. A couple stacks of those. It hasn't placed all the inserters. That would explain a lot. But why with you? Ah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Maybe I should just make these all the same length. Cool! And then we copy. The whole thing. Did you miss it? Did you miss what? You'll need to be a little bit more specific than that. Did you miss it? You're about to miss the break. 'Cause hey, guess what? It's break time! You've missed half of it, infantryman. You have missed only half of the stream thus far, and I'm about to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm about to do... Excuse me? Am I off? I might be off a little. A little. A little? Oh, right. That's why. Why do I need this many potatoes? Reasons. But I need at least enough for sugar, and then I'm producing extra just to have on hand whenever I need it. I'll need tuuphra as like food for other things. At times there may need to be like actual animal food that uses tuuphra. Just I'm planning around future needs. Potentially nothing specific at the moment, but future needs for this much. This will net 15, but 2 of it will be used for sugar at the moment. And so I'll have about 13 per second I can work with going forward. With that, it is time to take a break, and I will, of course, be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. So, yeah, doing a bit of copy-paste work here. I am out of nanobot ammo. A vehicle. That would be, rather nifty if you had a bit of nanobot ammo. I in no way, shape, or form have sufficient enough quantities of, I think, like, earthang? Ah, there we go. There's that, but I don't need this line. So I don't need this line right here, I think. That's 11. We have 11 lines. 11 lines of 14. That's what we've got. 11 lines of 14 of these tuuphra. It's glorious and amazing and magnificent. And it's one extra. Only one extra on the tuuphra. I'll take it. I'll take one extra tuuphra building. Alright, hey buddy, I need more tuuphra buildings. We've emptied out our car a little bit. While doing this. Car is a little bit emptier. Also, yeah, pipe. Pipe is good. Did I bring extra pipe with me? I did! I did bring a little bit of extra pipe with me. I'm glad past me knew future me's needs. Slightly. I still need to restock with more stuff. And likely more water wells, because I don't think I have enough water wells. No, of course not. Of course I don't. But hey, at least I remembered the modules. And I don't have to cycle to get more modules out of all this. That would have been massively annoying. Oh hey, I need more power poles. I need some power poles. How many more power poles do I have? I should have a whole thingy if I haven't already pulled them out. I have already pulled out the power poles, so I am just out of power poles right now. I'm also like out of splitters? Question mark? Put those splitters in. Actually, I don't really need the splitters anymore. I technically don't need these. We're at the end. We're at the very end, and unless I need the coarse fraction / sand in this section, which I don't, I do not need the coarse fraction or the sand in this area to make the sugar. I can pretty much just do... Oops. That one is required. But I can do that. That's coarse fraction sand. The manure also doesn't get used any further. Right. That's required. Cages do keep going. Yes, cages do keep going. The ash does not. So yeah, that just leaves bringing over the actual biomass line. The straight standard biomass line. With all of its underground goodness. Let's go. There. And cages. And that is the end of the tuuphra. So it can just go that way. And I'm realizing that the way that I built this means that I'm going to need a a counter line going back on tuuphra. So I need tuuphra to go back as well. The backwards tuuphra to make sugar. Alright, there's the tuuphra for the sugar, the cages for the augs, for the bones for the sugar, and the biomass as well for the coke for the lime, and for the augs. Alright, augs also need moss. I did not bring moss farms. Or plan whatsoever on the making of the CO2 for the moss. Or the overproduction of the stuff and things for the moss. Yeah, this is a problem. I guess I need to scale even more on some of this. So yeah, coarse fraction limestone is what's needed here on our singular moss farm. It's like, do I even have, like, just excess of this? Do I have, like, 0.24 excess coarse fraction from what I'm already producing? I think so. Ah, but that sucks, too, because what that means is I need to, well, I need another doohickey on the limestone. Most likely I'll need to get another soil extractor for the limestone, like direct feeding, I guess, into this moss. And I, of course, need the CO2, which, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more biomass used off of the CO2 from Coke recipe, right? Oh, hello. Haha. Haha! 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 So the lime makes more than sufficient amounts of CO2 when making the lime. Yeah! That's a thing! So I can totally use the CO2 produced from the lime to feed the moss. So yeah, it's just that coarse fraction, which means I have to actually have this continue. And then, like, uncompress it. Doesn't need to be compressed anymore. At all, actually. So just uncompress the rest is fine, and just let it be uncompressed going forward. And I think that's the only thing I need to do. Time to restock with lots and lots more things. I apparently had a few extra tuuphra. Let's count. That is 154. That is exactly what I need. Plus 1. So, yeah, restock time. Back to the bus. Main mall. How is my power? Fine. Ish. Something has stopped for it to be at 700s. It should be over a gig. Something has stopped somewhere. Ideally, backed up somewhere. The land animals stage 3 has not been moving that quickly, so something tells me it has to do with something involved in making science. Of course. Because of course. It would be something involved with making science. Oops. Ride the rail! And prove once more that the crawdad does not care about the trains. Alright. We have arrived. Let's try not to get too distracted by stuffs. As the inventory gets filled to the brim with logistic requests. What do I not need? Versus what do I need? I need that moss farm. Let us not forget to grab the moss farm. I only need a Mark 1. I don't even need a Mark 2. I need one Mark 1. One whole Mark 1. Moss farm. It's glorious. Glorious. I made it Mark 2, but it's one. One Mark 1. Good. Just thinking, processing. I'll have to make sure that I feed back the cages properly as well. Otherwise, I think I'm okay. Just add lots of inserters and store some thingies. Store some thingy-madoohickeys. Also, some extra of those would be great. Toss the rails in so that they give me some more. Actually, toss the loaders, unloaders, some signals, some locomotives. Yeah, just give me stuff so that I have extra. That would be great if you could do that for me. Alright. What is our main problem with you? Alien sample tier 1. What is the problem with alien sample 1? Something tells me it might have to do with all of it being used as green science, and that I'm apparently making something that is consuming all of my green science. Biosamples. Bonemeal. Cages. Why is it always cages? It's actually, that's the problem that we're running into. It's cages. Because this isn't moving. What is this? These augs. Why? What? Since... Huh? Okay. Sure. I honestly thought it was just a food recipe, but I guess I like messed up at some point. All right, come on, let's clear this. Please stack to 500. Thank you. Thank you for stacking to 500 as I clean this lane. Tempted to just clean the whole thing. Just walk. Do not pick up cages. That is a terrible plan. Grab all the food. Wow, this is a long line. Okay. Do all that. Yeah, how did I manage to break that? In such a way. Also. Crawdad? Yeah, I have a crawdad. I have one. This isn't actually built correctly. There we go. That should theoretically help. A little. As the cages are consumed. Yet again. I am getting a little bit tired of the Bonemeal causing problems here. I'm really, really considering just bringing the train in and putting like a logistics request on the Bonemeal, like here, or like here with a thingy, making the request for Bonemeal. Hey, I can do a search now. I can do a search on this thing. Wow. What version of Factorio am I on? 1818. Latest. Experimental. Latest experimental. It should be in my title of my stream. Which version of Factorio I am using. Unless they have literally just pushed 1819, which it doesn't look like they have. So I put the request in, but I need to actually bring the stuff here. Of course, I'm getting really distracted right now because I haven't figured out what I want to do the rest of the day after finishing this sugar build. I need to actually bring in the stuffs. Now, ideally, I will not have my dudes moving the stuffs from all the way over here, down here. And instead, I will, like, do a line all the way across. Yeah, let's just grab and cut and paste. Yes, stuff things. Complaints. All the complaints. Bring me one of these there. Because sure, why not? Break those. Did I pick up any dudes? No, good. Doinky. Doinky. Hey, it's gonna pull in Bonemeal. That stuff. And that stuff. Yeah, that stuff. Bonemeal! Come thither, I need you. I need that to be one of those. It will eventually arrive. Is anyone aware of any PySuite multiplayer servers that aren't super far into the Mars Suite? I only know of one in existence, Aragon, and that is the one on the community Discord, available through the community Discord. That is the only multiplayer server that I know of for the PySuite, and they are, I think, past me. They have tended to be a little bit further ahead than where I have been, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. I think people may have, done the thing known as giving up on that community server. I think they may have done the thing that a lot of people do, and gave up.